Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, February 18th, 2023. For me, another day of social distancing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. I need to apologize in advance. I know the lighting is a little bit dark, and I'm not feeling 100% today. As a matter of fact, I had a bit of a rough night last night. Yesterday, I had my first rheumatology appointment of the year. And it takes a lot of energy for me to actually just even go down to the doctor's appointment. It's about an hour drive. Well, yesterday was an hour's drive because it was rainy and the traffic was very bad. And, I kind of anticipated that. But the night before, I had a very hard time sleeping. Just think about the appointment and, doing something different, knowing that wherever I go, because I'm immunocompromised, that I have to be masked. And what's strange is the rheumatology clinic from the parking garage is probably the furthest walk that anybody has to do, which is strange because anybody who goes to see a rheumatologist, they're normally in pain. And I see a lot of people using crutches or even in a wheelchair. I even asked my doctor, I was like, why is rheumatology clinic so far? Excuse me. But, they can really provide a reason for that. But anyway, I had my appointment early in the morning yesterday and then worked the rest of the day. I think going forward, my next appointment is scheduled 3 months from now. It's going to be on a Friday afternoon. I'm going to schedule mine for the afternoon because my parents live very close to where I go to my doctors, and I'm just going to go to my appointment and then go to my parents afterwards so I can visit with them. That would make more sense to do it the way I have. And I'm an established patient, so I can, pick out the times. And I already did. I picked it up for 3 months from now. And, prayerfully, if I'm feeling well enough, I have to cancel, then I will go to that appointment. Every doctor's appointment I go to, at least with my rheumatologist, I have to have labs done, so I get a blood draw, have to do urinalysis, so I did that yesterday. And anyway, that's that. So, I'm not feeling all that good today. I had thought about this earlier in the week, what I wanted to talk about for today. And that's overspending, which is something I dealt with before budgeting. But now that I budget, thanks to, again, Brad Long, you got to go check him out. That's not really something that happens. It doesn't happen now that I budget. So basically what overspending is spending more than you make. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we have credit cards and we could just easily go to those to make purchases and then pay those down over time, which, if you get into that pattern, that habit, as I totally get that, that's the way I lived for years, is that, if I wanted bedroom furniture, I charge it on my card and pay it down, but generally didn't pay it off. I would just pay month to month and would keep on accruing debt. And that's, a terrible habit to be in. I'm not blaming anybody for that because I'm sure a lot of people are in that habit. But, what's changed for me drastically is when I budget, I only spend the money that I have. Last night, because I'm an insomniac, I was thinking about what percentage of my income is going to just monthly consumer debt pay down. And without even going above and beyond and accelerating my debt pay down, which is what I'm trying to get back to, 25% of my monthly income is going towards paying down debt. Now, I was reading in one of my books, I think it's Managing Finances for Dummies. I think that's the book. It was saying that anything above 15% is almost unmanageable. And I get that. That's exactly what I'm dealing with, is that, I'm trying to pay down this debt right now. Roughly 25% of my income is going towards that. And then, of course, I got my mortgage and my HOA. I may have to refinance the personal loans that I have at some point to make it where that payment is lower, but then I can, still focus on after I get my emergency fund funded, which is I'm kind of stalled with that. Then I could again start my accelerating down that debt. But I'm not there yet. I hadn't made a decision. This is a long journey, and excuse me a second, I'm gonna have to blow my nose. Yeah, I hadn't reached the point yet of where I have decided to refinance the personal loans and to maybe get my monthly payment lower. Because right now I can tolerate it, and because I budget as strictly as I do, I'm not, spending more than I make. When I do charge my credit cards, I've already allocated the money towards whatever the thing is that I'm going to make my purchases. And right now, the only thing I'm really charging my credit cards for, or putting on my credit card as charges, is my grocery shopping. So, credit cards can be the problem. They are the problem, because you almost see it as, at least I did, as extra money. And I could conveniently charge this thing on and pay it down, but I was dealing with the interest. I don't live that way anymore. I've been budgeting now since May of 2019 when I met Brad and did his coaching classes. And now I'm, consider my priority is to pay down the debt and not be in a situation like that anymore. And I go backwards, which I'm not. Next week, I'll show you where I'm, lupus, sorry. Next week I'll share with you where I'm at with paying off my monthly debt. I have one more bill to pay towards my debt for this month, and then next week I'll be able to show you where I'm at. So, advice I have, if you use credit cards, just make sure that you budget the money that you're going to use to spend. Don't just charge it, have a plan beforehand. Budgeting for me is giving me a new reality. I look at money now as a finite source. It's not an infinite source. As a matter of fact, we're not going to live forever on this earth. So I have to keep that in mind. Anyway, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You know when I post my next videos. And if you want to find me, the easiest way to find me is on youtube.com/@chroniclesofray. Feel free to share these videos. I'm going to keep on posting. I know it's not super fancy or anything. I don't have a lot of graphics or anything like that. It may be boring to you, but once again, I appreciate you watching. I hope you all take care, and I will come by to go get some rest after I post this video. Take care.